I'm going back to the adventure. I'm hoping I can get 2 levels in. Okay, let's see if I remember how to play these levels. Lily pads would help. Alright, I'm not going to use Planterns because I have the blower here already. Yeah, a bunch of mushrooms should do the trick. Nothing too scary, I hope. I thought, crap, I don't have Planterns, and then I remembered, oh, wait a minute, that was intentional. Yeah, like I said, I hope I can get through 2 stages, but I may only get through 1. That was a lot better than I expected to do on Survival Endless. Like I said, I only got the 10 flags the first time I tried it. And that was the only other time I tried it. Feels very strange not to have hundreds of zombies coming at me. In the early stages of levels, before you have the resources to get rid of the fog, it helps to remember that you can see a little bit through the fog. You certainly shouldn't count on seeing everything important, but if there's one zombie, you can often see which row it's in. Especially if it's the top row. Because its head will poke out. But even in the other rows, you can see a little bit. You can also look at what plants are firing at something, because they can see through the fog. And if you want to know what type of zombie it is, listen for what the sound is. The sound of the spores hitting a cone is different from the sound, or a bucket for that matter, is different from the sound of them hitting an unarmored zombie. So these aren't the best levels to play with the sound off. This is a short stage, just 2 flags. Of course, at other points in the game, I might have thought of that as a long stage, but not anymore when there are lots of 3 and 4 flag stages. Alright, time to take out the ones that can do a bit more damage. Although that zombie was almost gone anyway. The thing with blowers is that you can use them very often and not get that much extra benefit compared to what you'd get if you use them somewhat less often. I think it's kind of cheap that you can get rid of balloon zombies by planting blowers in front of them, but no complaints other than that. Speaking of balloon zombies, there is now not one. where do I want to put Gloom-Shrooms? I already have a few mushrooms. Like, I think I'm gonna wait until the fog rolls back in to get this guy so I can satisfy both of the purposes I need. Rather than using one to get rid of the balloon zombie and another to beat back the fog. That was maybe not the best place to put it. What am I doing? You can't plant on top of those. If there were an upgrade for a puff shroom, I wonder what it would be. Remember, it's often not a good idea to put tall nuts in front of Gloom-Shrooms because that can compromise their effectiveness. Okay, in this case I am going to use it before the fog rolls in again. But I'm going to see if I can get another balloon zombie on screen before this one gets too far. Maybe not. Those guys are actually pretty fast. Okay, no, another... Oh, I got the fog on screen anyway. And that should be the last one I need. Please don't eat my plants. Why do I even ask the zombies these things? I know they will not listen. Alright, time for one more level. And basically the same zombies as before, except with the addition of the Dolphin Rider. Not the same plants as before, though. Cattail is probably a good idea. Okay, they've given me a repeater, so I guess I'll use that instead of a Scaredy Shroom. Although I might want something less expensive, so maybe a Scaredy Shroom looks good. Plantern I will want this time, and Tall Nut. Marigold, sadly, I probably won't have time or Sonic for. Well, no, space, really. Yeah, that should work. Fog still isn't covering as much ground as it can. It's covering 4 squares, it can cover as many as 5. I mean, not 4 squares total, 4 per lane. I think I might have just gotten desaved. I hope it wasn't this soon. So in case anyone is wondering how my job search is progressing, don't have any interviews scheduled right now, but I have been getting some leads that may be promising. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. They could all turn out to be bust, but there are some people who are noticing me, noticing how good my resume looks, so that's something. I thought I heard a conehead being assaulted. Fortunately, not yet. See, I can see a zombie in this column, or row. Why do I keep getting those words mixed up? That's been a thing all through this project. Speaking of this project, that was a total derp. Speaking of this project, now that I've finished Survival Endless, I can actually give a somewhat accurate estimate of how long the rest of this is going to take. Assuming that I don't really have a lot of trouble on any level. And it's possible that I'll have some trouble on 5-9, and sometimes that can trip me up a bit. But assuming that I don't have too much trouble, and that I can get through about 2 levels of video, I should get to the end of the second adventure around part 80, I think. I may have a couple videos to show off a few more things. There are a couple of things in the Zen Garden that I haven't gotten to yet because I haven't had enough money. And there are those almanac entries I haven't covered yet. So I'd say this project will probably be over in about 85 videos total. Something around that. I really didn't think it would take anywhere near this long. Now, why am I still planting mushrooms? I can afford these. I can also afford Planterns, which would be a very good idea. Almost know what's going on now. I planted that Plantern too far back, didn't I? No, I guess not. I will still be able to see everything. Yeah, just this little spot that's covered, and that doesn't really conceal anything. I should have a cattail by now, shouldn't I? Lucky I had enough sun. Oh, now another thing I need to take care of. I wasn't planning very well. Hope it doesn't cost me too much. Okay. You get the tona. And you get a smack. Not heroin, an actual smack. Unnecessary drug references. That's another thing that, or something that goes with this channel. Oh, I could have planted a tona. Okay, now I will. Alright, I'm at 40 minutes right about now, but I think I can finish this stage without things getting too out of whack. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 recently. I think it was Blink's soon that inspired me to play it again. Now, I have beaten it on normal mode and completed the journal, you know, so to get the secret ending. But I have not beaten it on proud mode. So, I know that you don't have to complete the journal to get the secret ending on proud mode, but that's what I'm going for anyway. Proud mode, journal completed. Okay, this is really not looking good for my processing speed. Whatever it is. Come on, hold together. I'm feeling my computer to do that every recording session. It's too old and frail for this. Anyway, the parts that have given me the most trouble so far on Proud mode, also known as Thinker Gets His Ass Kicked mode, have been the mini-games in Space Paranoids. The mini-game in Space Paranoids, I should say. The Flight Cycle, or whatever it's called. Okay, this needs more oomph. And the battle against Zaldin, who is a total dick. He's a complete troll. He, like, has attacks that are just about undodgeable. And lots of them. I really wanted to get that walnut prepared. Suppose I'll be able to replace it soon anyway. Anyway, I looked up a strategy on Game FAQs, and then decided to make my own strategy because I didn't see the sense in that one. So I decided, wait a minute, if I get Wisdom Form to level 3, then I get the dash, or whatever it's called. I'm having trouble dodging his attacks. Maybe that dash would help. And what do you know, it did help. A lot. The undodgeable attacks suddenly became dodgeable. Most of them did, anyway. There's still one he did that I don't think it's possible to avoid, but... Anyway, almost finished with this level. Just a huge wave to get through. They can't beat me since I have all my lawnmowers and pool cleaners still up. Okay, accidental discovery. You can plant planterns in the 6th column from the left, and they will still light up everything that needs to be lit up. I had been planting them in the 7th column from the left previously. Too many of you guys. There, now not too many of them. Alright, Vasebreaker will come next time, because I'm over my prescribed 40 minutes. I should say my self-prescribed 40 minutes. Thinker2112, over and out. Bye.